Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Lazaro Gomez. This is another episode of Noodle Doodle. Yes, episode 21. That's crazy. I've done 21 of these things. Still having a good time. Good morning and welcome. This is my podcast that I do every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. I know I'm a little bit late. I was discussing a couple of things with my beautiful wife. We were talking about because we are remodeling the house and changing a couple of things here and there, and we were discussing the changes to our daughter's room. They're at that age; they're just competing for space. But anyways, I digress. If you're new to Noodle Doodle and my podcast and BOT10ART and all of this stuff, you're probably wondering why is there such a difference in so many different videos and stuff. Well, I like to mix it up a little bit. Um, Here on Noodle Doodle, I got this 300 drawing prompt book, and I wanted to do something really cool with it, and I always wanted to do a podcast. And so I kind of mixed the two to where I pick I pick a prompt in the book, pick a topic that's art related, sometime, mainly art related, and I just go for it for about 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, but I talk about a particular topic in the hopes that it will help new or starting artists and professionals alike. Perhaps perhaps professionals can relate to what it is that I'm saying. I've been doing artwork for a long, long time, and and there's also students that are going into art college and stuff like that, and perhaps these little things can help them. But mainly for me, this is the way I kind of keep my art skills warm while um, while decompressing from the week. So that's kind of that's kind of the idea behind all of this. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, I hope you stick around. If you're new, this is what we do on a Sunday morning. I'm currently streaming to Facebook, YouTube, D Live, and Twitch. So greetings and good morning, or maybe good evening, wherever you are, to all of those. Normally I chat. Normally, I have some interaction, but today I don't. So if you have any comments or questions or anything like that, uh, just leave them as comments wherever it is that you're viewing this, and I will do my best to answer back. I usually answer back really, really quick because I look out for that sort of stuff. I don't want to leave the community empty. So yeah, today's prompt is dollar bill, dollar bills, and I thought it'd be a cool thing to do a piece about that, and also talk about celebration. Today is Cinco de Mayo, so uh, I guess I don't want to say Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. Well, I mean it is a celebration. It's when the Mexican army defeated the French on May the 5th. So there you have it. That is a celebration, or a way to celebrate liberation, right, and freedom. So yeah, today's Cinco de Mayo, dollar bill, and immediately I thought about D Live because if you're not familiar with D Live, it is basically a blockchain platform that allows people like me to stream, and um, from the streaming, it also allows the community or people that are watching to donate, right? To donate to whoever is streaming. And it's a really great community. I just discovered it. I want to say this is the first full week that I'm on that platform, and it's really, really neat. So I like it. It I like it because just everybody is equal in the sense that, like I said, you can donate, and in turn, if I'm watching someone, I could donate to them, they could donate to me, and there's a lot of benefits that come from that. It's a brand new thing, and so anyways, when when the dollar bill came up, I was like, oh, I should do something related to that. So over there, you can get paid in lemons, in diamonds, in ninja guineas. You could also get, I think there's like a ninja jet or something like that. But anyways, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do this particular character that you see on your screen. That was from the human spice latte piece that I did a while back. It was kind of a poke at Starbucks because it's like every year, oh, pumpkin spice latte. So yeah, I thought it'd be funny if like the pumpkins were drinking human spice latte. That's just my sense of humor. It's just like I think of those things and I think it's funny. And but anyways, so that's that character that you see on the thumbnail and on the screen, wherever it is you're watching. If you're listening, these episodes are uploaded to my website, bot10art.blogspot.com, and you can listen there. But if you're watching, you can see that little character. So I decided I'm gonna do that same little character, um, but instead of consuming his his caffeine treat, he will be eating lemons. That's the goal as we talk about celebration. So why did I bring up celebration? It's like, and how does celebration tie into art and all of that crap, right? Well, simple enough. Um, as an artist, and I think this is like good advice also for just life in general. Um, I think we get so wrapped up in our day to day life that we don't really take time to celebrate. Um, it's like there's tons of things in life that we focus on that may not be positive to your life. It's like, oh, your work sucks, or traffic sucks, or this sucks, or that sucks, and it's like all this negativity just starts revolving around you, and you start focusing on that sort of stuff, and it's like, man, this place sucks. Maybe we should change this. Maybe we should move somewhere. Maybe and you start thinking about all these different things in your life that start contributing to that. So we don't really celebrate all of the good things that can happen to you in life. And as an artist, we we create artwork, um, so that we can basically pay the bills, and it's a fun job, and at times could be a challenging job. It could be a frustrating job because, I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of artists out there. There's a lot of people doing a lot of different things, and that sort of stuff can kind of uh, weigh heavy on you, I guess. And at the same time, it's like, man, it's how do you stand out? How do you do this? How do you do that? So there's a lot of things going on in your mind, as far as all of this stuff. Like, how do you make yourself stand out? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you and we get wrapped up in that. Artists get wrapped up in going to shows and making money and this and that, whatever, blah blah. And the dollar bill, and it relates to everybody. I mean, everybody's in the same boat. We have to survive. We have to pay whatever it is that keeps everything running and keeps everything flowing. But at the same time, you weren't born you weren't born to pay bills and die, right? You have to celebrate. You have to have a good time. There's a lot of great moments in your life that are deemed worthy of celebration. So for me, a job well done when I do, especially with the streaming stuff, I like it. I like to stream. I like to show my artwork, and it's part of it. Uh, you know, Part of it is the machine, getting my name out. Getting my company name out, my artwork out, all of that stuff. That's part of it. It's part of the machine, but at the same time, um, it's fun. Yeah, it's like I've always said it, and I maintain I maintain the same thought process, or uh, mental standpoint, the same mental standpoint. I'm not gonna do something that I'm not enjoying. So if I'm hanging out with my family, I'm enjoying it. If I'm playing video games, I'm enjoying it. If I'm doing noodle doodle, I'm enjoying it. Being in art communities and checking out different things and different artists and stuff like that. I enjoy all of it. So to me, that's kind of uh, it's it's how I celebrate. You know, it's exactly that. It's exactly how I celebrate. How I love all that. It's just that way. And there's it's a great feeling when you have an idea. It's a great feeling when you have an idea. You start doodling it out. You start kind of like, okay, work this out, work that out, and the end goal is whatever. It's either to show somebody something online, or an art installation somewhere in a gallery, or it's to make prints and sell originals and stuff like that. And there's an end game. There's a result at the end, and there's nothing greater than once you achieve that goal. uh, that you take that moment and celebrate. So whatever it is, whatever it is. For me, when I do a live stream and everything works out well, I didn't have any lag. Everything was cool. The lighting was done right. I didn't forget something, because sometimes that happens. You're trying to stay up on top of everything, and I'll forget. Oh man, the volume was wrong, or I had the wrong video settings, or this and that, whatever. For the most part, that sort of stuff, you leave it alone. But once you set it, you forget it. Uh, but anyways, I watched the playback. Everything looks good. Oh, I can hear my dogs going crazy. But you watch the playback, you look at the video, and it's like, all right, cool. Job well done. So that's a little tiny celebration for me, and I enjoy that sort of stuff. So yeah, and when you're on D Live and you finish a stream or whatnot, and you look at it, it tells you uh how many points you made. Like, they have this thing called Lino points, and so at the end you're like, wow, cool. I made X amount of Lino points, or whatever the case may be. And it's a it's a small celebration, right? It's a small celebration, and it's a nice reminder that you did a job well done. And you want that sort of stuff to exist in your life. Like, you want that to happen. It's like, whenever you post on Instagram or something like that, and someone likes it, or leaves you a comment, or shares your work or something like that. It's cool. It's like, that's what artists want. And it's nice that someone, for whatever reason, someone was kind enough to, to take the time to check you out, to look at your artwork and enjoy it. So that's what we want. And those are the kinds of things that you have to like keep in mind. You know, what are you doing all of this for? Like, why are you doing it? And so, yeah, you celebrate it. There's no there's no other way to put it. But it's a great feeling. It's like a job well done. You survived. Good mission. You had a mission in mind, and you come back and it's well done. So that's a good feeling. Or when you get paid for a commission, or you sold a piece of artwork or something like that, it's like, yes, job well done. So how does it relate to other people and other jobs? It could be just as simple as a project. You know, a person was working on a project, and they had a particular set of challenges that they were facing, and at the end, through whatever means possible, uh, through a team effort or something like that, the goal was accomplished, right? The mission was accomplished, the goal was reached, and yeah, you celebrate that. You celebrate it. You celebrate the birth of a child. It's like new life into the world. Um, the sign of a loving relationship, a loving couple. You're celebrating that, a newborn baby. Um, my bestie and his wife just had a baby, and I'm sure, I'm sure it's hard for them. They're learning the ropes. I have three of my own, so my wife and I are experts. But it wasn't easy. Raising kids certainly is not easy. But birthdays and Christmas and all of that, um, you're just celebrating that. Oh man, another year. With this beautiful child, and so that's a celebration. Yeah, you got a raise, cool. You go out for dinner and you celebrate. You did job well done, and that's what I mean. I think, I think for the most part, people people don't do much celebrating because for whatever the reason. I haven't quite figured that one out, but I know that as far as like the art community, there's people that stream and do all kinds of stuff, and they may join a new community, and all right, I'm following 400,000 people, and they're not following me back, and what how long is it gonna take to get monetized, or blah blah, and like, when do we become partner, and how many times do I have to like this video, and what if I watch this, and and oh, I shared your stuff, and blah blah blah, and it's just like craziness, right? So everybody's looking for that instant success, instant celebration, instant gratitude, or gratification, I should say. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You have to put in the time. You have to work at it. You have to, fine tune whatever it is. And very much like, uh, beer crafting. That's a thing that kind of blew up, right? Crafted beer and stuff like that. It's you have so much variety, so many different companies trying different things. They're trying different blends and brews, and um, some hit, some don't. But ultimately, it's what people like. You know, the people are gonna choose and like whatever it is that appeals to them. You can't, you can't force it. It's not gonna work that way. So when you think about that sort of stuff, it has to be a certain way. And I think with enough time, if you with enough time and the right, I don't want to say connections, but with the right help through through networking and hard work and all the stuff, it'll come. It'll come, and when it does, it's up to you to decide whether it came to you the right way, to where you can thoroughly enjoy the fruit, right? You could reap the reward in a proper way, or you're just upset because now you have a different set of problems. Right? More money, more problems, something like that. And I think that's what happens. It's like you you know everybody is chasing success, everybody's chasing money, everybody's chasing fame, and social media sites have added to that to that crazy frenzy. And if that's for you, fantastic. uh, if it's not, then you don't have to you don't have to sit there and like, okay, great, man. Because I think what happens is a lot of those people that are chasing things for the wrong reason, they burn out. You know, they burn out, and whatever they enjoyed in the beginning, and what caused them to create all the things that they were creating and doing all of the things that they were doing, it went away, and they don't even remember being happy or anything like that, because they're just chasing all this crazy stuff, right? So you know it's that sort of stuff. Like, remember why you do it. For me, I've had both. I have had both. Um, just like extremely high points in my art career. Just recognition and money and all of that good stuff. And at the same time, I've had extreme lows. I've had times where it's like, why am I doing this? Art sucks. I'm never gonna do art again. Blah blah blah. And then shortly after, I'm doing it all over again because I love it. I love every aspect of it. I'm here, doing a podcast about it. I stream artwork. I do a show on Friday nights where I hang out with my art community, lovingly known as the Art Familia. A big, big shout out to all of you guys. You all know who you are. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. But you know where I'm coming from, right? You have to celebrate. You have to have fun with it, and that's the whole thing with my show on Fridays. That's what we're doing. We're hanging out together. We're having a good time, and every single week, man, this same group of people, they get together with me, and we hang out and we do all kinds of stuff, and it's great, right? It's great. And I think a lot of it is that we're just celebrating our lives. Uh, we're celebrating artwork or our craft. There's a lot of artists and writers and musicians and everything there. We all come together. We all come together to celebrate. So just keep that in mind. As you go through life, it may be as simple as, hey, they have pumpkin spice latte. If that's what does it for you, yeah, man, celebrate it. Have a good time. Reach those goals, and when you get there, celebrate, and also don't forget to to celebrate on the way there, because that's the biggest takeaway of all of this. You have everybody's got goals. Everybody has something that they're working towards. You know, everybody has that, but it's how you deal with it. It's you know how you measure that. How do you react? How do you feel? As having a million subscribers something to celebrate? Does that equate success to you? Maybe to some it does. Or the fact that you can get up and do this every single day is your cause for celebration. Like for me, I can tell you I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'm not like this. I'm not one of these like mega artists that you see out there that have like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I just don't. I don't have it for whatever reason. But at the same time, I'm not losing sleep over that. I'm not like, man, I wish I had more subscribers. Um, if they like it, if they enjoy it, they'll come and stay. But at the same time, I'm having fun doing what I do. I like it because it makes me happy. Like every single day I get up, I always think about that, and I say to myself, man, it would suck if I couldn't do artwork somehow, some way. I lost the ability to do this sort of stuff. Man, that would be a bad day in my book, and I'm glad it hasn't. Uh, glad it hasn't gotten to that. So, oh, I'm fortunate. I'm happy with that. And those are the kinds of things I think about. It's like, what if I can't stream tomorrow, or what if I can't do artwork? What am I gonna do? How am I going to feed that creative outlet that that I've had with me for years? It's like everybody always says, "Oh well, you're very talented, this and that." But I'll tell you honestly, a lot of the times, um, a, a talent can, for someone like me, an artist like myself, sometimes a talent can be viewed as a curse. It's like, look, thank you. I appreciate, uh, I appreciate the acknowledgement, but I could tell you, if you're a creative person like me, you don't turn this off. You don't turn it off. It doesn't turn off. Like I can't just, turn off my art brain and be like, I'm not gonna do art today. This is whatever. Like you could take small breaks. That does happen. You could take small breaks, which I often do, to avoid just getting burnt out. But you look at something and it's like, oh wow, that's cool. I wonder. Yeah, and you start like you take out your sketchbook. I always have a sketchbook with me everywhere I go. Yeah, sometimes they're like real small sketchbooks. Sometimes they're big, but um, I'll jot little ideas down. I do artwork on my phone as well, and so that happens. You can't turn off the creative brain. It's like ah, and you get inspired by everything, and that sort of stuff. So there you have it. There is my little you know scarecrow pumpkin guy enjoying a nice lemonade made out of all those lino lemons. But he is celebrating a job well done, and so am I. I am enjoying, or I'm celebrating a job well done myself. I was able to do yet another podcast, which makes me happy. I went through another week of art projects and commissions, and all kinds of fun things like that. I'm celebrating that I'm starting to stream a lot more and making it all fit. I'm still I'm still working out a few things because just, timing gets in the way. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best thing for me moving forward. That way I can provide you guys some good content, stuff that you can enjoy and share and like and follow along with me. So we'll figure all that out. Of course, I'm celebrating life. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm a man of like simple needs. You give me coffee and you give me coffee and some art supplies, and I'm pretty much done. I'm good. Mm. I'm pretty much done. I'm happy with that. I'm a real simple guy. Uh, so yeah, I'm just just celebrating life and enjoying my time with my family and enjoying my time with all of you who tune in on a weekly basis. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the likes, comments, and everything that comes my way. I certainly don't deserve it, but I do appreciate it. And don't forget, dollar bill, dollar bill. Celebrate. Take that moment, Um, take that moment to just kind of reflect and see that that you've done a good job. That everything is good in the world. That everything is good because everything can just change at the drop of a hat. So take advantage of all that. All right, with that, I leave you with this week's Noodle Doodle. Tune in next week. We'll have a new topic. We'll have a new prompt, and hopefully we get to do this all over again. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. You look forward to another week of excitement. Some people are like, Monday. It's okay. Monday's just a day. Don't worry about it. It's all in the way that you look at it. So for me, yeah, I like Mondays. I don't care. It don't bother me. Good for you. Like I'm just trying to work it all out the same way as everybody else. So that's why I say have a great weekend. Have a great week. We'll see you all next weekend for another episode. It'll be episode 22 of Noodle Doodle. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for everything. Bye bye.